Opus Machina is about four people that couldn't be any more different from each other, brought together by an all-consuming passion for cars.
It might not be a Ferrari every week, but Opus Machina is about finding the art in any car and sharing that with you.
Monday was possibly the best day in the history of the world. We drove out of my house in a white 458 straight up to the twisty roads of the south.
Every trip that I am a part of, my favorite part of the trip is getting to the destination.
I'm glad it is a Ferrari though this time around. Just the romance and the emotion that surrounds the prancing horse. It's just palpable. The very air around it is electric.
Ferrari has the ability to create something so precise, so cold, and so well engineered, yet at the same time be so romantic.
You can't help but fall in love with it. I mean, you should see how Enzo looks at it. I mean, that car. Just look at it. Are you done? Okay, so performance is obviously a given. The 458 is face-meltingly fast, and it stops on a dime. And I'm sure Stefano will tell you how it hugs corners tighter than he hugs his car at night.
There's something about this car that takes whatever small amount of talent, driving capability that you have, and it somehow manages to magnify it. So while you're driving and everyone's watching you, and even to yourself, you sometimes come out surprised. You're surprised that you made it out of the corner. You're surprised that you're able to brake that late. You're surprised that at the rate some things come at you. It's honestly an attack on all of your senses.
We have always focused on bringing out the art in cars. There are no superlatives for explaining what it is like to first ride a Ferrari or even be inside the Ferrari. I waited 27 years. I've driven so many different cars, and I've always been just a massive Ferrari fan.
It's in the details of the car. Those aero bits, the leather stitching. The interior is the very definition of supple. If it's at all near you, even in the corner of your eye, it forces you to take a look. And, repeat that ad infinitum, and it never gets old. It just never gets old.
In essence, this show is really a love letter to cars. You have to be an absolute legend to lend a 28 million peso car, a Ferrari at that, to a bunch of people that are starting a new show. And I would really, really like to take the time out to thank you, Mr. Sergey Castro, for lending us such a beautiful machine.